Hello friends, welcome back. My name is PK. In this video, we will show you how we have created this beautiful meeting room utilization dashboard in Microsoft Excel. So as you are seeing my screen, this is the overview page and here we are showing the total bookings on the top in this card. This is the average meeting duration, average attendees per meeting, completed booking and completed booking percentage. Here on this chart, we are showing the completed booking by meeting type, total booking by the meeting type, and this is the total booking by the room name. We have 10 meeting rooms here, and this is the total booking by the booking status, booking completed percentage by the month. If you select any month, then you can see whole data will be filtered. So you can select any value in this slicer. Let's say I want to see the analysis for room number 1. Then this is all bookings, average meeting duration, and the other information for the room number 1 or room number 10. Okay. Then on the left hand side, we have given the navigation pane. You can just go to the room utilization analysis, wherein we are showing the room wise information like completed booking by the room name. This is the average meeting duration by the room name, average attendees per meeting by the room name, and completed booking percentage by the room name. Next page is the department analysis. Here in the department analysis, we are showing the total booking by the department, and here you can see the department like operations, sales, and the other. And here we are showing the average attendees per meeting by department, and this is the average meeting duration by the department. And here we are showing the completed booking by the department. Then again, you can use the slicer as you want. Let's say if you want to see this information for a particular room, particular month, you can just select the value on the slicer. Now let's go to the time based analysis. Here in the time based analysis, we are showing the average attendees per meeting by the organizer name, and this is the average meeting duration by the month. And here we are showing the average meeting duration by the organizer name and average meeting duration by the meeting type. Then the next is the location based analysis, wherein we are showing the total booking by the locations. So we have 3 locations here. Then this is the completed booking by the location. Here we are showing the average meeting duration by the location. So these all the pages we have created here, and you can easily filter the data using the slicer if you want to see the data for a particular room number, month, or the booking status. Now I will show you the data which we have used to create this dashboard. This is the data. Here we have the booking ID, room number, department, meeting title, meeting type, organizer name, date, start time, end time. Then here we have the duration in minutes. This is the attendees count and booking status, location. For example, we can have the multiple offices like branch office A, branch office B, head office, etc. Here we are putting the month, and we have created this month using the text function from the date. Similarly, we have created year on the basis of date. This is completed booking and total booking. So this is the data which we are using. These are the formulas. We have used these formulas in the last, like completed booking. We have simply used the if function. If booking status is completed, then 1, otherwise 0. And this is the total booking. So every line is a booking. So we have put here 1. We have used the calculated field to create the completed percentage on the basis of these 2 columns. Coming to the support sheet, we will show you all the pivot tables which we have created. On the basis of these pivot tables, we have created the charts and the cards here in all the different pages from the support sheet. We have put a separator here, like this is the total booking. This total booking is a pivot table. If I right click here and show field list, then you can see the pivot table fields list here. Okay, so this is a pivot table, and this one also a pivot table. Here all the informations are appearing. They are separate pivot tables. Okay, and we have created these pivot table to create the chart. Now here we have put another separation, that is room utilization analysis. and from here we are creating the pivot table which we will use for the second page, which is room utilization analysis. Now coming to the right hand side, then we have for the department analysis, and then we have for the time based analysis, and then we have for the location based analysis. On the basis of this, we have created these card. Now first of all, coming to this design part, these all are the separate rectangles, you can see. Okay, this one also. Then here we have just put the hyperlinks, like if we created this button, this one, let's say, then we just apply the hyperlink, right click and go to the link, or you can just click the edit link because we have already applied. Otherwise you can just click on the link. So you can just use this place in this document, then select the page wherein you want to jump, or the sheet name room utilization analysis. So now whenever we click on this button, it will take us to this second page. Okay, and then we have highlighted this here by changing the rectangle formatting. You can simply just insert this type of rectangle from the insert shapes, and you can take these rectangle we have here. Let's say we have taken this one, then you can make this using this yellow handle to the right hand side. Then you can fill the color, shape fill. Let's say I'm taking this color, and from the effects, or you want to remove the outline, you can remove that. From the shape effects preset, you can choose the preset whichever you want. Let's say we have taken this one. Okay, and here you can change the color. If you want some lighter, then you can take this color, this color. Okay, so that is how you can create that. And then right click and edit text. You can just put the text here like overview. I'm just giving the example, and then you can just put this, let's say, in black color and make this bold. You can right click and just say link and place in this document, and you can just click on the overview. Now if I click on this button, it will take me to the overview page. Okay, so that is how we have created the hyperlinks. And then to create these chart, we can simply go to the support sheet, and here let's say I want to create the chart for this one. Just select this pivot and go to the insert a chart. Let's say I'm taking this chart. Now here just click on this chart, go to the pivot chart, analyze, field button, and hide all. You can remove the legends and grid lines from here. Then let's say if you want to apply some picture effect, so you can just put some picture or even shape. For example, I'm taking this arrow shape here and just click here. You can give whatever color you want to give, let's say this one, and no outline. Copy this arrow and just select the columns and paste at Ctrl B. So we can see that those arrows are appearing here, and now you can add the data labels. So that is how we have created this type of charts, and whatever picture you paste there. For example, if we apply some gradient impact on this arrow, like I can go to the shape fill again, gradient, and let's say I'm choosing this one, and then you can copy and paste. So the same impact will appear here, and you can change the gap width also. Right click, format data series, and change the gap width. Alright, so that is how we have created this type of charts. If you want to learn more in detail how we can create the other charts and how we can create this whole dashboard from the scratch, you can join our course. We have given the link in the video's description box, so you can join that course. Inside that course, we have explained each and everything: how to create the pivot tables, how to create the calculated fields inside the pivot table, then how to create the pivot chart using the pivot table, and finally how to create the report and the dashboard using the pivot table similar to this one. Alright, so you can join that course. We will provide the practice file for each and every topic inside our course. Friends, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe my channel to get the regular update of my videos. Thank you so much for the watching.